Hey you guys, Lindsay here, and welcome back to our compensation plan overview. And I have my special guest, my husband, Mike, here. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
I brought him on to help explain the compensation plan, just because in our previous business, that's what he did. Is he had a great way of going over our compensation plan and just was able to simplify it in a way that everybody just got it the first time, understood it. So I have him here tonight to do the same for us. So we're going to flip the sheet over today, and on the other side we have our compensation plan monthly requirements. So the last one that we went over was the commission and bonus structure, and now we're going to go over the monthly requirements. So I'm just going to hand this right over to Mr. Michael Adams here, and he's going to go ahead and take it over from here.
You got it. All right. Well, excited to dig in on this, and this is really for those of you guys that are team builders, right? You're looking to really build an organization with this. And again, if you don't yet have a copy of this comp plan, there'll be a link below this video that will show you how you can download this document, so that way you can have it and you can follow along with this video. Okay. But we have it up here on the screen as well. We're going to walk through this whole thing and make some sense out of it, so that way you can understand exactly what these different levels are, what the names of the different levels are, and then also what it takes to achieve each of these different ranks within the organization. And then from there, once you've achieved them, what you actually get for achieving that rank. Okay. So first and foremost, and you can see this right up here at the top, and we're looking right here. Okay, and this is just straight up affiliate. Okay. So what it says right there is, in personal sales, says it takes $200 in personal sales to be what's called an active affiliate. Okay, and really that doesn't mean that you don't make money until you hit $200 in sales, right? You can make one lash sale in a month, you will get paid your commission on that. The term active affiliate really just comes into play when it comes to you wanting to earn money off of your team. Okay, so if you have people underneath you and they're selling product, and you want to be able to earn these different level pays, which we'll talk about here in a minute, you have to be an active affiliate to earn off of your team. Okay, so that's what that means, and $200 is the minimum requirement to be considered an active affiliate, so that way you get paid your level pay on your team's efforts. Okay. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
cool? It's very clear, crystal clear.
Right on. Okay. So no team sales are required with that. Okay. And that leads right into the advanced affiliate rank right here. Okay. And in the first column, it shows $200 in personal sales, and then it shows team sales. Okay, looking at the second column right here, as $600. Right. And one thing about team sales, okay, in this scenario, for these first couple of ranks, the team sales could all be you, right? Like, you might be on your team by yourself. Like, you may not have anybody underneath you just quite yet. Lindsay was able to achieve the rank of senior affiliate, and you can really hit all the way up to senior affiliate without having anybody technically underneath you generating sales. Okay, you can hit all of those with purely personal sales up until that point. Okay. So bear that in mind. As an advanced affiliate, it says $200 in personal sales, $600 in team sales, but you could achieve all 600 of those team sales by yourself, since you are on your own team. Okay. From there, now, and when you slide over to where it talks about level pay, if you did have somebody underneath you, okay, and let's say that somebody did $100 worth of sales on by themselves, as long as you have $200 in personal production of your own, and your team in total did 600, so let's say you did 500 and your recruit did 100, okay, that'd be 600. From there, you would get 3% of their 100 in personal sales. So you would earn $3 in that scenario, okay? Let me know, did that make sense right there?
No, I think that's great. Yeah. Crystal clear, once again.
Let's keep on trucking. Okay, and so we're going to move into leading affiliate. And so the levels there are, you need $300 in personal sales and a total of team sales of 1,000 in, again, total team sales. And again, 300 is the minimum. You could generate the whole 1,000 yourself, right? But then there's really no level pay because it's just you. Let's say you could have generated 900 in product sales on your own, and let's say you had an affiliate that generated $100 again in personal sales. So your 900 plus their 100 equals 1,000 in total team sales. Therefore, you would get 4%, and notice it went up as far as your percentage. You get an extra point. So you would get 4% of their $100 in product sales, which would be a $4 additional bonus. So you're getting your commission on your own production, but as well you're earning off the efforts of your team, okay, at that specific percentage. Again, as long as you had at least 300 in personal sales and 1,000 for total team sales, okay? And that carries forward as well to senior affiliate. Again, the standards here are $400 in personal sales. Okay, so we covered that one. With senior affiliate, you need $400 in personal sales and a team total of $1,500 in sales, okay? So again, that can come in multiple different combinations, but to make it simple, let's say you generated $1,000 in personal sales and you had an affiliate on your team that generated $500, okay, in sales. So your 1,000 plus their 500, that's 1,500 in team sales. Therefore, you would qualify for your level pay, and in that particular scenario, you would earn 5% of their $500 in product sales, which would be $25 that you would earn. As well as a senior affiliate, that's where the first level where you unlock the second level here of level pay, right? And what that means is, let's say you had somebody underneath you, and then they brought, so here's you, and then you brought in so-and-so here, and then they brought in somebody underneath them, okay? So here's an example. So let's say you did, okay, $1,000 in sales, and then your affiliate did 250 in sales, and then their affiliate did 250 in sales, okay? So that's 1,000 plus 250 plus 250, that's 1,500 again, right on the nose. So you would qualify for that bonus. You would earn 5% of your first level affiliates 250, which would be $12.50 as a bonus there, but you would also earn 2% of the person underneath them. So that'd be what's called your second level. And if they did 250 in sales, that'd be an additional $5 in bonus there. Okay, so you'd earn off your first level and your second level as a senior affiliate. Let me know, that makes sense?
That makes sense.
All right, cool.
I like it.
All right, and guys, really, you can achieve each of these three levels here. You don't even necessarily need to have somebody on your team producing at a high level in order to achieve these ranks. Okay, you can achieve those first three ranks purely based on your own production. Lindsay was able to do it. Obviously, we didn't earn any level pay because there was nobody underneath her generating sales, but she was able to achieve those ranks. And if you've seen earlier in this video or in our basic comp plan video, we talked about hitting some of these different levels and some of the quick start bonuses that you can get. And these first three levels, you can get your quick start bonus without having anybody else in your downline or on your team. Okay.
Right.
So anything you would like to add to those three levels?
No.
Okay.
No. He's got it.
All right. Okay, and we talked about the advancement bonuses in our basic comp plan, but as you can see as well with the senior affiliate, when you hit that level, okay, you're going to get that $100 in product credits, again, the first time you hit it. Okay, so every month this resets for your qualification. So, you're not going to get that cheap advancement bonus every month that you hit it, okay? It'll just be the first time that you hit that particular level, okay? So then we get into kind of the second tier, and as you can see, it's colored a little bit differently, okay? And when you get into like these Nano Influencer, that's where you're kind of getting into a little bit of a larger organization. There's my arrow. That's what happens when you try to draw things with a mouse reaching across like that. Okay, but Nano Influencer. And here's what's different about this next grouping of levels, okay, is this is where it requires you to have somebody on your team that's considered what's called a builder leg, okay, and it talks about that. You see that right here, okay, where it talks about one builder leg. And down at the bottom, you can see down in the fine print down there, a builder leg is defined as a leg with 1,000 or more in team sales, okay? So this means that you have somebody on, or that you've signed up that has generated over $1,000 in personal sales, okay, on their own. So to achieve the rank of Nano Influencer, okay, you would need to have a minimum of $500 in personal sales. So you'd have to get out there and make sure that you're getting some sales up. But then you need a team total of $2,500 in $2,500 in team sales. Okay, so again, that can come in a lot of different combinations. I mean, let's say you put in, let's say 1,000 in personal sales, but then you had one team member do 1,000, okay, and they became a builder leg for you, and then you had another affiliate that did 500, okay, so you got your 1,000 plus affiliate A, they did 1,000, and then affiliate B for you did 500. So there's 1,000, 1,500. That'd be 2,500 in total team sales. So what would you earn on that? Okay, you would earn obviously your own direct commission off your own personal production there, but as well you would earn 6% off of your first level. So if both of these affiliates were first level to you, hey, I don't want to cover up the 6. There we go. So the 6 right here. Okay, there it is. Ding, 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 ding. It's kind of an arrow. Okay.
It's like an arrow. Okay.
So in that scenario, you would end up earning 6% off affiliate A who did 1,000, and then also 6% off affiliate B, since they're both first level to you, right? But again, it could come in a different way, right? So that 1,500, that would be 60, 90, that'd be an extra $90 in that scenario, as far as level pay that you would earn. Okay, it could work another way though. Like let's say you did 1,000 in sales yourself, okay, and then you brought in affiliate number 1, okay, and they did 1,000, so they became a builder leg for you. But then let's say you don't have anyone that you brought in on your own that is making more sales. Let's say affiliate A who you brought in someone underneath them. Okay, so now they got their own first affiliate, and that person did 500. So again, you got your 1,000 that you did, 1,000 that they did to become a builder leg for you, and then the affiliate that they brought in did 500. So there's your 2,500 in team sales, and that would get paid out slightly different. Okay, you would earn your commission off of your 1,000 in sales, but then you'd earn 6% off of your affiliate's production. So in that case, $60 off of their $1,000 in production, and then you would earn 3% off of their affiliate's production of 500, okay, which would be $15 in commission. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that it can play out, but again, if you're hitting that $2,500 in team sales and you at least have one of your affiliates, okay, that's hitting at least 1,000, you have a builder leg and you can qualify to become a Nano Influencer. And that is one of the levels where, again, if you hit that advancement bonus, first time you hit that level, you will get an additional $100 cash bonus for that. So let me know. That's where we start getting into some of the nitty gritty with this comp plan, Nano Influencer. Lindsay, let me know. Did that make sense?
Crystal clear. I think it makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Anything we want to add to that?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, cool. All right, we'll keep trucking. All right, micro influencer, okay? And what you're going to notice as we go through this, guys, is the difference is just now, yes, you're going to want to keep pumping out your own personal sales, but the requirement keeps going up as far as team sales, right? The kind of the total of your team's volume, but then as well, how many builder legs you have underneath you. And again, a builder leg is somebody that you brought in that is generating at least $1,000 in a month of sales on their own, okay? So to hit micro influencer, okay, you would need $600 in personal sales. Your team, okay, so your whole organization, your whole team would have to generate $4,000 total, okay? But out of that, you need to have 2 builder legs. So that's 2 separate people that have done at least $1,000 in personal sales, okay? Mm-hmm. And so if you were able to achieve that, anyone that's first level to you, you're going to earn 7%. Anyone that's second level to you, you're earning 4%. Anyone that's third level to you, you're earning 2%. And again, that's where it can look, the structure of this can look, quite a bit different as you start to really grow this thing. Okay, you could have a situation where, let's say you did $1,000 in sales, but let's say you have 3 really good friends that you brought into this thing with you, and each of them did $1,000 in sales, and you personally enrolled each of them. So you brought in 3 people, and they're each doing 1,000 as well. Well, that's one way it could look, okay? And in that scenario, there's $4,000 in team sales there. And so what would you earn? You would earn your commission off your $1,000 in sales. But since you personally brought in each of those legs, okay, you would earn 7% off of each of their of each leg's production. Okay, so in that scenario, you would earn 7% of 3,000 total, which would be $210 in level pay. Okay. But again, it could look different, okay? It could look different. Like, let's say you did your $1,000 in production, right? And then you brought in someone who is just, they own a salon, they own a business, and they're just cranking. And let's say they did $2,000 in sales, and then they went ahead and so you didn't recruit anyone but that person. So you did 1,000, she did, your recruit did 2,000, but then she brought in somebody that did 1,000. Okay, and now we're starting to get into second level, right? And so in that scenario, yes, you got your $4,000 in team sales, but then you would earn 7% of your recruits 2,000 in production, and then you would earn 4% off their recruits 1,000 in production. Okay, so again, as you start to grow this, it's going to look slightly different. Based on who's actually doing the recruiting, who's actually bringing the people in, okay? Now, let me know, right? And that's where we start again. We start to get deep into the comp plan here because you would have 2 builder legs. Your recruit would be a builder leg, and then the person that they brought in would be a builder leg. You'd have your 2 builder legs there, and you'd be good to go as far as qualifying for micro influencer. But again, how you get paid out is going to depend on if they're first level to you, second level to you, all the way up to 3rd level to you inside of the structure. All right. So let me know. Does that need further clarification, or what do you think about that part?
No, I think you got it. It's good.
Cool. All right. Okay. We'll keep breezing then. Okay. And then as well, micro influencer, you can earn a $200 cash bonus. The first time you hit that rank, you'll get a $200 cash bonus for yourself as well. This one right here is influencer, and we're just going to speed this up a little bit because again, the structure is just going to look slightly different. Again, based on if you're the one bringing in all of these people directly, or if someone you're bringing in is bringing people in. So again, that's where again, I don't want to boggle it down with a bunch of numbers and kind of getting into all of that, each level. But it could just know that it could look a little bit different depending on who's doing the recruiting within your team. Okay. So to hit influencer, you need $600 in personal sales, and you need $7,000 in total team sales. Okay, you need 3 builder legs here. Okay, so that means you need at least 3 people inside of your team that are doing at least $1,000 in production. Okay, so again, that could look a lot different. Okay, again, level 1 is people that you personally recruit. Level 2 is somebody that you personally recruited and they recruited somebody. Level 3 would be that person recruiting somebody, okay? And it pays out multiple levels here, okay? So again, the payout, will look different depending on what level these folks are landing on generating the sales, okay? All right, any thoughts or anything to add to influencer?
No, just what kind of a bonus do you get?
Oh, well, you're going to get the gift, right? So the first time you hit influencer, and again, we talked about this in the basic comp plan, where there's the advancement rank bonuses within the first 6 months. And so if you're able to hit the level of influencer within your first 6 months, you're going to get a pretty juicy bonus here. You're going to get a $300 cash bonus plus the
super
very
special secret
gift. Okay. And again, we haven't hit that level yet, so we don't know what the gift is. But I'm sure it's a pretty nice gift because that's a lot of volume that you're bringing to the business. Yes. Okay. Next level, leading influencer. Okay, and this is where you're doing at least $600 in production yourself, but your organization is doing a total of $12,500 in total team sales. And the qualifications here, and again, it gets a little different here. This is where you have at least 2 builder legs plus 1 influencer leg. Okay, So that means you have 2 builder legs, people that did at least 1,000, and you have 1 influencer on your team. So again, that's kind of another jump in the comp plan, because now, when you were at influencer, you just needed some builder legs, right? But to become a leading influencer, you actually have to have an influencer under you and somebody that's producing at that level. So again, that's where you're starting to really build an organization. Let me get my chicken scratch out of the way right there. Okay, so 2 builder legs plus an influencer leg, and it will unlock all of these different levels for you, because by that time, again, unless you just brought in a couple of really solid folks that are just cranking out a bunch of sales, chances are you're going to have multiple recruits that you brought in first level. They're going to have recruits that they've brought in, okay, and then they're going to have recruits that they brought in. And it's actually going to pay you down 5 levels as far as level pay, but as well, you're going to qualify for what's called group pay at this level, and that's the first level where you're going to start to actually get group pay. And this is where you're getting into the serious, leadership levels within Tori Belle, big time. That's really where you're starting to crush it. And when we talk about the group pay, okay, and it's noted down here, note number 2 in the fine print. A downline group starting at the career title of influencer or higher and includes everybody below them down to, but not including, the next influencer or higher career title. Group bonus pay is in addition to level pay and other bonuses. So again, in corporate America, we call that a spiff, but it is definitely an additional spiff that you're getting for achieving this level of leading influencer, okay? And then as well, and we'll probably cap it here, okay, when we talk about senior influencer, okay? And this is where, again, you got to have at least your $600 in personal sales to qualify to be a senior influencer, $25,000 in total team sales. Okay, so you're cranking. I mean, to hit that level, that is pumping out a lot of revenue for the business. You're probably doing more than 600 in personal sales yourself, but that's the minimum to qualify. And then as well, you would need to have at least 1 builder leg, and then 2 influencers. Okay, so you need to have 2 influencers in your organization at that point to qualify. And so again, you're looking at first level all the way through 5th level payouts, and now you're earning an additional tier of group pay. Okay, so and again, this is where you're going to have a pretty large organization at this point. You're going to have people below you, they're going to have people below them. Everybody's making sales, and so the payouts will again vary based on who's putting in the orders, right? But you're able to earn all the way 5 levels, and you're getting 2 levels of group pay. And then as well, the first time you hit senior influencer, you'll get an additional bonus here. The advancement bonus is 2,000 travel points, okay? I don't think we mentioned it, but you get the 1,000, first time you hit leading influencer. Okay, but again, when you're hitting these levels here, the travel points are definitely just kind of an extra kicker. When you're cranking out that type of team production, you're making money. You're making some serious money inside of this organization, and that's going to be obviously your focus with that kind of a team. Okay, so those are all the influencer levels. Lindsay, is there anything that we need to add to those levels?
I don't believe so. I think you got it covered.
Oh, okay, all right. And last and most certainly not least, these are the big dogs down here. Okay, so this is director of influence. Okay. Executive Director of Influence, and Senior Executive Director of Influence.
Those are some big time titles right there.
Those are big titles, and by this time you have definitely earned a big title. Director of Influence, minimum $600 in personal sales, but look at your team. Your team has to crank out $50,000 in a month in team sales. That's, and that's, we're a month into this, and so it's like, wow, that's a big number. But we know it's doable. This is a duplicatable business. We got some great systems in place where you can duplicate. But this is something that's going to take some time. You're going to have to really be building at this for a while, because you need 3 builder legs plus 3 influencer legs. Okay, so that's 3 influencers plus 3 additional builder legs minimum. Chances are you might have more than that. I mean, you might end up having 5, 10, 15 builder legs, at this point, but you need to have as well at least 3 influencer legs. So again, this is a big organization with a lot of people underneath you generating sales, okay? But if you're able to achieve that, you are able to essentially, obviously, get paid on all 5 of these levels. But then as well, you're opening up a 3rd level of group pay as well. So again, this is you're really making money at this point. First time you hit this level, you're getting 2,000 travel points.
Plus that secret gift again.
Plus a secret gift. And I just have to assume that these gifts get nicer and nicer. Tori Belle is going to have to be pretty darn happy if your team is generating $50,000 in revenue in a month. So chances are you're going to get something pretty nice. And then it gets greater later, right? It keeps getting better. Executive Director of Influence. Minimum of $200 in personal sales, and I noticed that's the first level where it goes down, right? You don't need 600 like you've seen at the previous couple of levels. You only need 200, and my assumption with that is because you're probably going to be doing quite a bit more nationally at that point. Would be my assumption. You're either
helping your team build their teams.
That's where your focus is shifting, and I gotta assume you're gonna have possibly some national responsibilities at that point, whether you're doing webinars or training or whatever the case may be. And because at this level, your team is generating $120,000 in a month in sales.
That's gonna keep you busy.
Yeah, you might not be able to do your at-home parties or however you're selling your product personally. You're gonna be focused on building your team and building the people underneath you and building leaders. Okay. At this level, you need 3 leading influencer legs. That's big time. So that means you need 3 people that are at this level right here inside of your organization. Okay. So that means you got 3 serious players on your team. Okay. And this says 1 plus 1 generation Q. And when we look at that here, a new first generation influencer in a rolling 12-month period. First generation influencer. So one person that you brought in personally that becomes an influencer within a 12-month rolling period. So that means you need to still be bringing people in and developing people into that influencer level. Okay. So you need to have 3 leading influencer legs and then at least 1 new influencer in a rolling 12-month period. Because again, when people have hit leading influencer, they may have been in the business longer than a year. And they may have been on your team since the very beginning. Okay, and let's say, for this, again, you'd have to project out a little bit because the company's only been around for just not even a full year
yet.
Less
than a year,
Less than a year. So, in this scenario, all this is really saying is that as the business grows and expands, more people will start hitting that level. And when you hit that level, they want to make sure that you're still out there developing new leaders to step up and do big things inside of the business. So you would need to have 3 leading influencer legs in your organization, and then as well you would need to have at least 1 new influencer become an influencer in a rolling 12-month period. So every year to hit that, continue to hit that, you need to at least have 1 new influencer within the year. Okay. And for that, you're going to earn all of these payouts on all 5 levels. You're going to get to the 4th level of group pay, again, where you're just earning off a lot of people's efforts, right?
And it looks like it pays 5 levels down, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get paid 5 levels down.
After that.
And then on your group pay, you're getting 4 levels of group pay. Okay. And for that, again, you'll get, first time you hit this level, you get your 2,000 travel points plus a free
secret
gift. Okay. All right, and then the final level is the Senior Executive Director of Influence. And I notice it says nothing. It's blank as far as personal sales. And the reason why is, again, to achieve these ranks, to achieve that rank, that means that you got a huge organization. And at that point, your focus, and I remember this from our last company, it wasn't about my sales. I mean, yes, I needed to create sales and generate production, but that wasn't the key focus of what we did. The key focus was national trainings, national webinars, flying, traveling, speaking. Anybody hitting these kind of levels, I would expect that that's going to be part of the gig for you. Is that you're going to be doing a lot of national stuff, helping Tori Belle as a nation versus just your team. Because you have a very successful and thriving organization. In this scenario, your team is doing over $250,000 Okay, $250,000. Okay, in team sales. Okay, at least 3 senior influencers. So at least 3 of these right here. Okay, at least 3 senior influencers on your team. Okay, and then again, at least 1 new influencer, first level to you. At least 1 first level person to you becoming an influencer. Okay, so this level right here. Okay, in the last 12 months. So that way you're always bringing up at least 1 new leader every 12 months. Okay. And for that, you're unlocking basically all of the levels. You're able to max out the comp plan here. You're getting paid out these percentages 5 levels down. And then is where you're getting 5 levels of group pay at the highest percentages here. You'll get an additional 2,000 travel points once you hit this level, plus another free gift. Oh, we love the free gifts. Right? But at that point, you have maxed out the comp plan. I think the only level higher than that would be to become Tori Belle yourself. Right? So that's the comp plan. And again, most people, okay, looking at this, again, these levels right here, okay, you can achieve these ones right here without building a team. Okay, you can achieve these without having somebody underneath you making sales. When you're looking to get into these influencer levels, this is where you need to have, let me go like this.
Back up.
Okay. When you're talking about these influencer levels, this is where you start, the requirement starts to where you need to have some people underneath you making sales. You need to have a couple of builder legs underneath you that are generating sales, and at least $1,000 in sales themselves for you to start achieving those influencer levels. And then when you get into the this right here, all these director levels, again, these are the top leadership levels within Tori Belle. This is where you need to have multiple, builder legs. You're gonna have to have multiple influencer legs, okay? And then the bottom 2 levels, you need to be bringing up a new influencer every single year. And again, at that point, your team is generating a lot of revenue. We're talking 50,000, 120,000, and even 250,000 in team sales. Okay, but once you're at that point, you are absolutely you're earning off of a lot of people's efforts. And I believe it was Henry Ford who once said, "I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of just my efforts." When you're talking about leverage, you're talking about building an organization, that's the thought process behind that. So if you can achieve that level of senior executive director, you're absolutely earning, and even more than 1% off a lot of people's efforts. That's going to create great cash flow for you inside of your business. Okay. So that is the advanced comp plan, again, for the people that are looking to build a team within Tori Belle. Lindsay, is there anything that we need to add to that?
I don't think I can't think of a single thing. I think you got it all covered.
I did all right. And we may revise this video in the future as we get more comfortable with this comp plan as well. But again, of course, there'll be links below this video. So again, you can download this document yourself and review it. And certainly, if you're working with us, you can reach out to us at any point, or should I say us? Reach out to Lindsay, okay? With any questions that you have about this comp plan, we can always jump on a strategy call with you, or do a Facebook with you or whatnot to answer your questions, or get back in touch with the person that referred you to this video, and they can answer any additional questions that you have about this comp plan. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to explain this comp plan to us. Takes the complicated and simplifies it. That's what this guy does. That's why he's here. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate your time, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right, see you.